Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I touched something. I shouldn't. There we go. Hi. Yes, bird prisoner is very cozy. A very cozy bird prisoner. Yeah. Bird prisoner has a little sofa. She does. Today we are watching Tokyo Godfathers, and this was supposed to be part of this is supposed to be part of book club. And what I plan on doing is I think I'll watch the movie. And then... you touched my hair? What? And then I'll cut out the watch-along part? Or maybe I'll cut out the talking about it part, the actual review part. And then just upload that as like a separate video. Because I can just do that on YouTube. I can like trim down the video. And upload the trimmed parts as a as its own video. So yeah. Got a summer sausage platter and a Coke. Let's go. Oh my god, summer sausage is delicious. Please take responsibility for your and Beef's child. What? What? Double the content for one video, yeah. Trying to get smarter about this stuff, man. It's like, why not, you know? The watch-along itself isn't gonna... Nobody goes back and watches watch-alongs again, right? So... It's like, yeah, but a review of Tokyo Godfathers. First thoughts after watching. Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching movie reviewers. Upload from their car. Like, they'd go and watch a movie, right? Like, the day it came out. And then they'd like, record a fucking review from their car. To be, like, the first one on the, to be the first one on the upload. To be, yeah. It's like, damn. I watched The Room Watch Along again? You did? I need to rewatch The Room Watch Along? Oh my god. Are we watching dub or sub? I am watching sub because I'm using this for Japanese practice as well. So, you guys might hear me repeat like certain words. No. 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭, thank you for the 20 pens. Thanks. You know, I used to run a pencil adoption agency. In grade school. I used to pick up pencils off the floor and everything, and I made adoption certificates for them, and I'd adopt out pencils. But pens are nice too. Pens are nice too. I really like gel pens. I'm actually pretty picky. I'm actually pretty picky with my pens. Of course you did. That sounds very picky. What do you mean? Amazon locked me into watching the dub? That's stupid. Nothing you say about you ever surprises me anymore. I feel so normal. I feel so normal. Lol. Are you into fountain pens? I've never actually held a fountain pen before. Fountain pens are quite expensive. I always kind of wanted to though, you know? I was always kind of like, damn. Fountain pens are kind of sick, right? I kind of wanna pick up one of those like $100 pens just to try it, you know? Fountain pens are the shit? Oh man, I want to try a fountain pen. Right now is it weird to have like a staple pen? I always have like a specific pen that I use until I run out. And for a long time, I had these Pusheen pens from Hot Topic. And it worked so well. It worked so well. It smudged quite a bit, but like the ink just flowed so well. And it was pink and it had Pusheen on top, and I loved it so much. But right now my staple pen is actually a ballpoint pen, and it's Animal Crossing themed. Only nerds have pens, fuck you. Pippa feels so normal. Also, Pippa, I ran a pencil adoption agency. Man, leave me alone. Fountain pen collectors or something else. Oh. I can't imagine collecting them. I say, and I would probably get very into fountain pens. Use the same pen at work and get refills for it. Oh. So no snacks or soda pop. I have some cherry coke. Writing instrument fun. No more thieving for the book fair. Also, then thank you for the 333. I just finished. I had some hot Cheeto mac and cheese, which I unironically really love. I really love the hot Cheeto mac and cheese. I'm a little bit of trailer trash. And I have cherry coke. The spicy ones are tasty, they are. It's pure salt? Well, I'm pure salt. Oh, Vash has chili and iced tea. Oh. Oh. Had way worse. Is that any good? I think it's good. I think it's very good. It's part of your appeal. Oh my god. I have a bottle of Advocate? What is Advocate? Pretty American. Alright, I'm probably gonna hit the start button on here. Ooh, lemon San Pellegrino. San Pellegrino. I thought is that a typo? I could have swore it was called San Pellegrino, but I don't know. I used to really like San Pellegrino. But after a while, it's such a potent flavor, right? It's such a potent flavor that I just got kinda, it just wore me down a bit, you know? But I used to really like the lemon one. I used to have to add some water to dilute it. I have an unspecified virus of unknown origin. Godspeed, Satman. Godspeed. Like the cactus fruit one. There's a cactus fruit one? I might have to try that. Blood orange is nice. I didn't like the blood orange. You can't do LaCroix. I don't like LaCroix. Don't do bubbly, it has weird aftertaste. I don't like bubbly. I bought bubbly for the first time and only time. And when I brought it home, I found out it was 2 years expired. I just kind of sat there like, does no one buy this shit? Does no one buy this? Does no one buy this? I didn't even like realize like soda expired, but like I just happened to notice like the black print on the box, and I was like, oh my god, what? Don't you hate that? I do hate that. And then I tasted it, and it was awful. Sparkling ice is my favorite sparkling water, but those are cheating. Isn't that a bunch of sugar? Did you drink it? I did drink it. Water was best sparkling water. I don't really drink sparkling water. I like the Food Lion sparkling water. Food Lion brand sparkling water. If you're on the West Coast, you'll have no idea what Food Lion is. But Food Lion is like for West Coasters, it's kind of like, you guys know like would Fred Meyers be a good example? Maybe not. Fred Meyers has like a DVD section and everything. So not Fred Meyers, but maybe like yeah, Safeway. It's exactly like Safeway. Food Lion is exactly like Safeway. Food Lion is Southern Kroger's. I don't know what the hell a Kroger's is. I've never been in a Kroger's. The number one place I used to go get groceries at was Walmart. And shit, what was that place called? Oh my god, I can't remember the name now. I can't remember the name now. It's Shopco? No. God, what was it called? It was a wholesale food place, right? And I used to go there and I'd get linguiça. And you could get like a 20-pack of linguiça. Piggly Wiggly's, no, not Sam's Club. Shopco, was it Shopco? I don't know. Save-A-Lot? Stop and Shop? No. Kmart? No, not Kmart. I've never been to Aldi. Not Costco, no. Costco is something else entirely. ShopRite? Maybe it was ShopRite. Maybe it was ShopRite. I'm not sure. Oh my god, something we don't have on the East Coast. Which is such bullshit. There's no fucking Bi-Mart here. There's no Bi-Mart on the East Coast. What the fuck? Why is there no what? There's no buy mart here. Buy mart's like, it's kind of like a discount store. Kind of, but also a lot of things are really expensive. You know, I don't even know why I shopped at Buy Mart so much. It actually wasn't that much cheaper now that I think about it. All these stores sound like they're all the same store, just different names. That's a fake thing you made up, Pippa. No, it's not. It's called Buy Mart, and it's a membership thing. BIMART, if I remember correctly. And you have to have a membership, and there's like, I remember why I go, because they had the best rates on cans, right? So the thing about Buy Mart is you could take your like soda cans and stuff to recycle, and you just pull the cart up, like you put all the cans into a bag, and you put the bags in the cart, and then you pull it up, and it's like, I have 200 cans here. And then they give you like a higher rate, but they don't give you direct cash. They give you like store credit, if I remember correctly. So yeah, 16 minutes and already got like, okay, I'm gonna 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Happy New Year! Jesus, I can run nowhere. Oh, I had to make sure. There's no sound. Scrabbers is going. There's 3 wise men. And they're singing for. We're doing the 4 kids. Don't know. I'm doing subs. Pause the movie. I need to pee. No. Oh, that's one of the characters. Is that a man or a woman? Sucks that the director died? Oh no. This is the Rooster movie, right? Wait, do they have Christianity in Japan? Oh no, it's buffering. I sat here letting this buffer in it. They have nativity plays? Oh my god. You can't ask that these days. Oh, it came from Russia. Is this a man or a woman? They're very devout. I love poinsettias, but they're dangerous. They're dangerous for animals. Jesus was born to offer those alone a place in which to be alive? Is that what he said? What? What does that mean? Crossdresser? Oh no, this movie. Yeah, bye. He's just like, you shut the fuck up, Krampus. What the fuck? Krampus, shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. You motherfucker. It's the 90s, so Japanese drag queen. Ah. She's cute. Nasa. Like you were? Say, act like you were a woman? What's with the past tense? Ah. It's the bird lady from Home Alone. I don't remember the bird lady. Baba. Oh, bird lady was Home Alone too. Oh, I don't know if I ever watched that. And the Japanese are having to be PC? Ah! Ah, the whole homeless thing is so difficult. On one hand, I feel a lot of pity because, like, there are some people that, like, they're not, it's not a choice, you know? Like, especially like veterans with disabilities, it can be very difficult to reintegrate with society and get jobs and stuff. And then you just have some people, man, where man, I mean, I'm not even gonna get into like the addiction stuff, but man, there are some people that like they literally just do not care that they're homeless. They just enjoy like the lifestyle and just do not care. And they're just happy to be leeches on society. Some people just have rough luck. It's hell if you don't have proper ID or documentation. Homelessness is a big thing in Japan. Mostly it's ignored. Oh. It makes me wonder, like, countries don't really, like showing that side, obviously, right? So it may, I am curious, like, what is, like, the homeless population like in Japan? Homeless people help Kiryu get to where he is? Crying babies even in the movies drives me out. After the asylums close, there's nowhere for many of them to go. They'll never be able to live a normal life unassisted or at all. I did hear that, adoption's not really a thing in, I guess, Asian countries in general. I heard that in, like, Asian countries, they don't really do adoption. And especially not for girls. We're streaming the movie on Discord. I don't know what other people are doing. You're gonna eat the baby. No, don't eat the baby. The kids they either. We don't either. It's an Anglo thing. Ah. Oh. There goes my hopes of being adopted by Tenma. One child policy? I thought it was two child. Is it just orphanages instead? I guess, yeah, I guess there's a lot of orphanages. And, from Kyom pure on this purest of nights. Vakayara! You'll never be adopted by Tenma Ma. Why live? Why live, bros? Ah. Huh? There are things here. However, here things would need to go very, very bad for an orphan to exist. We don't have many options. Aww. Ah! Tenma wants a lot of cats, so just becoming a cat and she'll adopt you. Have you seen there's an isekai about a guy using his superior homelessness skills to survive in a fantasy world? That sounds pretty sick. Ah. Oh! The animation is so dramatic. Tenma's almost surrounded by macho men in cat suits and she'll never realize. Huh? Still crying. Expressions are great. I miss Satoshi-kan. This is Madhouse, right? This is Tokyo Godfathers. Very well animated. It's kind of realistic, but also very cartoonish. Not usually a fan of this style, but it's very well animated. Oh, Madhouse is a studio? Ah, I did not know. I don't really keep up with anime studios. I know there's like Studio Trigger, and it's like, it's so weird, right? Like every anime reviewer claims to love Studio Trigger, and then anytime Trigger releases anything, they're like, "Ah, my god, this is awful. You think you can cover up your lack of story with fancy animation? Wow, this is such bullshit. Oh my god." Anime reviewers are so fucking confusing. Trigger can't finish the story. I miss Gainax Bulls. Studio doing Made in Abyss just bought by EMC. Pain. Why is that pain? People say that like the Gainax? Anytube was a mistake. Aww. How does he know? Oh, they're also homeless. What a weird thing to say. Oh. Wow! Trigger made the pinnacle of anime, Inferno Cup. I've never seen that. Oh no! Never trust the hoe. Medical bills were huge. Well, I thought medical stuff was very chill in Japan. It's a sequel to Space Patrol Lilico. Oh, I just saw some people talking about Space Patrol Lilico. Oh. Hello, very nice name. Space Patrol Roll is made with a budget of 3 ramen packs per episode, and it's still great. I mean, isn't that most anime? In terms of, like, animation budget, anyways. You still had to pay the medical bill directly. Oh. I think it was abroad in Japan that I watched. The one time he went to he went to like the hospital or something, and like the bill came out to like $10. Animators deserve better pay, but it's still not cheap to make anime, huh? This bitch ran away with the baby. Abroad in Japan. No space between the A and abroad. It's always greener on the other side. I don't agree with that. I'd like to visit Japan someday. And I do think that I could put up with being like an outsider in Japan. But there's just too much stuff about Japan that I would not like. That all the like, it's one thing to be like an outsider, right? But it's another thing, like Japan has like a lot of fees, I guess, for foreigners. Like buying a house and stuff, or renting, is very, very difficult for foreigners. Tenma said she has a guest room for when you visit wherever she's moving. I recommended she get the tiger in the cage for you. Is marrying into Japan a thing? I think so. I've seen some vloggers do that. Renting is hard from what I've heard. Yeah, I guess places really don't like renting to foreigners. This is gonna sound like brutally weeably, right? But like, I don't really like Japan. Like, I think it would be nice to visit, right? But like, the things I like about Japan are like the online culture. I don't really like. That's not saying anything about the people or anything, right? But like just Japan itself. Like, I don't think I'd wanna. I like the online culture. I like the online culture. That's what I care about. That's what I like interacting with. I think if I really wanted to get like immersed in a culture or anything, there are other places that are far more appealing to me. Did they just steal a suitcase? The idea of Japan? Not even really the idea of Japan. The culture is way too different. You can barely read hiragana, I know. Oh, they found it. What country would you choose if not the USA? Maybe Russia? Switzerland is my dream country to visit, huh? She's a Russia boo. I don't know. I like countries that are more I don't know how to say this. Russia sounds like a downgrade. I don't know. Here comes a new challenger, Chile. I don't know, there's... It's hard to, like, pick a country when I already... Oh! When I already, Huh? Do they know each other? Huh? I can't think of a country that's actually perfect. Oh. Ah! Oh, her dad? See, like, this is, like, one thing that would make me, not like Japan, really. Like, the culture is very, Amber Alert made the baby cry. It's very homogenous. Like, Riddle, thank you so much for going Big Pee-Pee. Like, you're not really supposed to stand out in Japanese culture, right? And everything's very, like... Huh? Nani sore? I don't know. Don't you do that anyways? Yeah, but I also like seeing people that stand out, you know? Japan ain't down with that melting pot stuff. Not really. Not from what I've heard. Culture has a lot of trade-offs. People are generally very polite and considerate, but they demand a high degree of conformity. Ha! Ha! What did he just say? Slav countries are too, but you as a non-Slav wouldn't fit in. Same goes... Oh. But I feel like with Russia, like from what I've seen, like there's the outsider culture, right? But then there's the people aren't as how do I say this? Like, every country is gonna have some degree of, or every area is gonna have, like, some degree of, expectation of conformity, right? But, like, it seems like with Russia, there's not as, like, it's like that politically and religion-wise, but it's not really like that, like, you can wear whatever you want in Russia, right? You can... They're lying with VPNs? Oh. Come to Brazil, no. If I was really wealthy... What was that for? I had no idea. Is that a rocky tardy? No, it was frozen. It was very frozen mochi, I think. Mochi? No, it was a dumpling. I think it was a dumpling. Haha, the lion statue. Pippa's so sheltered, it's adorable. It's a chilling donut. I mean, I've never been really anywhere but Phase World and the US. People gonna get scammed by some Slav in Russia. Oh. Grave routing. Just gonna rent an apartment. I don't want to move to Russia, chat. I do not want to move to Russia. Somebody asked, like, what country would I if not the USA? Is that a baby's grave? Yes, it was. As well as terrible, I had someone in the same aura that were forget. Oh my god. Ah! Her face. Oh. Ah. Hot. Oh. Oh. It's a small world. I heard you had to enter a raffle to get, Is he missing a finger? Oh, he might be missing his pinky. Oh, yeah, he's Yakuza, I think. He's missing his pinky. Ah! The road! Ah. People would love Paprika. I've never seen Paprika. I loved Perfect Blue. Paprika Watchalong next? Millennium Actress is also very good. I might have to watch that. If you liked Paprika, or if you liked Perfect Blue, you'll like Paprika. Huh. On this day, the day of my daughter's wedding, you'll come to me. What? It's free on YouTube, huh? Who knew Yakuza were so nice? I mean, that's what I've heard. Again, I have no actual way of knowing, like, really anything, right? Like, I'm a loser who does not leave my room unless I absolutely have to. But I've heard that Yakuza are quite friendly and they're also more diverse, I guess. Like, Yakuza doesn't really discriminate as heavily. Which is very surprising. If it's true. Yakuza are friendly when you're being scammed by them. A lot of Yakuza are outsiders, that's what I've heard. They're professional in the way, but still very sketchy, pretty sketchy in many ways. If you're an outcast, you can be Yakuza. Huh? 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 Like speaking Spanish? But what the fuck? Ah! Huh? She's wild. Let's go to Chile. If I was filthy fucking rich, I wouldn't mind going somewhere like Puerto Rico or Brazil or Chile. But if you're not rich, I feel like it'd be very difficult to maintain a good quality of life. I don't know. They told me I could smell Pippa's feet if I killed that guy. Help me escape. My Oshi needs me. Oh my god. They're extreme cheap countries. If you're rich, the last place you want to be is Brazil. I heard that I heard that it's fine if you're wealthy. The dialogue made sense in Spanish. That's rare, huh? You're speaking for the Japanese girl? Yeah, Japanese can learn Spanish real easy due to the similarities between the two, huh? Shan peso is worthless. If you have dollars, you can live like a king, huh? Ha! King of the Raj! Oh. Oh. What's he looking at? Huh? Oh. Oh. Pippa learned Spanish. Will it automatically be the kind spoken in Spain because it lists fuck off 0? Huh? Huh? And before I look at trash review, yeah, submit this man. We're only 32 minutes in? What the fuck? So much has happened! Dostana. This movie is flying by. Oh my god. Oh. Huh? Please say La lluvia en Sevilla es una maravilla. Huh? Huh? It's so dense, it's like poetry. Jar is key, huh? The dub is pretty good, by the way. Oh, I'm watching this up. Spanish bros, what was he saying? He doesn't seem like a bad guy. I mean, yeah, he pointed a gun, but like he doesn't seem aggressive. Do you want some? Oh, do you want milk? Oh. Pippa, the dude shot someone. I mean, yeah, but that's just business. He's helping her. I mean, that's the vibe I'm getting. Milk for the baby. assassin who kidnapped a woman and baby doesn't seem bad. People love her beyond there. It seems like he's trying to help. Listen, sometimes you get into shitty business and, like, I mean, if homie had to kill somebody for his job, I mean, that's how it'd be. He just die? Ah! One of the motherfuckers that just doesn't die. Oh. Oh. Are they gonna prank us again? Are there really encampments like that? Are there camps like this? In Japan? Oh no, is this a bunch of rich kid assholes? Pa! Yeah, it is helping. We still remember. What the fuck, Krampus? No, but Tokyo police break them up. Mario. Grandson? Father? Hmm. Huh. It's a shame that people like this never end up getting punished. People like this never get punished. It's such a shame. They get theirs eventually. Know a few that ended up ODing. I think these are like the actually evil people. It's easy to shit on people that resort to crime in order to make a living. But I think that's just people doing what they have to do to survive. If you're the kind of person that goes out of your way to inflict harm on others, or just inflicts harm on others just because it's convenient to you, I think you're a genuinely evil person. And no amount of going to church or donating to charities or whatever is gonna make up for you being a genuinely bad human being. Yeah! Oh, those look like wings. This is so cute. This is such a cute scene. Aww. the jackets. I'm too slow to sub for you. Sorry, no worries. Mexican actor doing hella job? Oh. I don't think he's coming back. Coco! She should give her dad a tick to make a something like what the fuck? Oh. Flashback to the stabbing. Huh. Menhera? Menhera? Is the stream's brightness supposed to be tied to the movie? Yes. Oh, it's a neat effect. Well, thank you. Huh. The way this guy introduces himself. Is she the father or the mother? Ha. Jesus. Yokatta. Oh. Just run into the street, Jesus Christ. Bird prisoner, do not mock this man's death, bird prisoner. They killed Santa! Actually, that begs the question, could those punks be charged with murder? I doubt it though, right? Like, that's another thing about Japan is... I heard that they don't really care about crime. Like, like, they're like, it's very extreme. And then, like, there was that one police officer, right, that got fired and everything for stealing, like, $2 worth of stuff. But at the same time, like I've heard stories about I guess it's the kind of same thing in America, right? Like if you're a woman and something happens to you, like there's a very good chance that like nothing will happen to the perpetrator. Like it's one thing if you like can out them on like social media or whatever. Like I guess that's a form of punishment, but like crime is swept under the rug, hence the lowest crime rates, huh? And that's not even to begin with like guys. Like if a guy gets bad touched, like there's really no hope for them. Is that actually the mother, or is this another dude? Are they all guys? Can't you get fired anywhere for stealing? I mean, depending on your job. It's another dude. Looks like an Okama bar, they're all guys. It's a Final Fantasy 14 meetup? What the fuck? Like, I feel like most jobs don't really care about stealing, right? And in the corporate sphere, like, with like minimum wage jobs, then they really don't care about stealing. Huh. Final Fantasy 14 ERP room. Be on the right scholar main. What a way to go. Listen, I'm just gonna be blunt, bros. I don't like cross-dressing like this. Okay, like, listen, okay, femboy thing is one thing, you know, I like Astolfo. But, like, the drag queen stuff, not the target demographic. RuPaul's Drag Race, that kind of stuff, not a fan. Is that cute? Seems to be more a form of self-expression than anything else. Alright, Pippa, I'm good. I just never understood like why like RuPaul's Drag Race and stuff is so popular. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't need to understand. I don't need to, it's fine. Carry on, you do you. But I don't get it. And I especially don't get why there's so many women that are like fans of it. I actually know a crossdresser, or the friend of a friend, and they always gave me weird vibes, so I made it very clear I did not like them. I made it very clear. Like one time they offered me a pretzel and I was like, I don't want your fucking pretzel. I was so rude. I was so rude. And then I found out, like, they just gave me such bad vibes. Just gave me such bad vibes. And then I found out they're actually kind of TikTok famous. They're actually kind of TikTok famous for cross-dressing. I'm like, oh. Burn those TikTok collab bridges I did. They even get like sponsorships and stuff. And I would have never guessed, right? I would have never guessed because it's like this kind of overweight, like white guy. Like I would have never expected. I think because I'm into like Lolita stuff. I don't know. Maybe I could like sense the like sissy adjacent kind of thing going on there. Sissies are guys that tend to like fetishize Lolita clothing. For those of you who don't know, that they usually like use Lolita stuff for like their fetish. And maybe like my Lolita senses were tingling. I was like, what's that smell aside from the pretzel? Is that a sissy I smell? Hear that, bros? We can start cross-dressing on TikTok to make extra super chat money. Oh my god, you have a sissy sense. I have a sissy sense. Holy shit, that's a lot of cats. Oh no, bitch, you're gonna get infected with the brain worms. Pippa's Lolita woman with the Lolita sense. Oh, those cats, is that Tenma? Dude, I couldn't believe that, right? That cats have that. What's it called? Something osis? Plasmamyosis or something like that? Plasmosis? I don't remember. Where it like triggers like toxoplasmosis. It like triggers these chemicals in your brain. Oh, it burned down? Their house burned down? Aww. Tadaima. Huh. That's why pregnant women are told to avoid cat litter. Oh. Uncle is blind in one eye because of that, huh? That's a lot of fucking cats. I think cats are fine, but I never really... Like when I see them, I see little murder machines. I see little murder machines. They murder birds. Yeah, bird prisoner just like you, like they eat like little creature like you. Murder mittens love. Nah. That's literally what they are. They are. See, I'm a bird person. First and foremost. First and foremost, my favorite pets are birds. I'm not a dog person. I'm not a cat person. I'm a bird person. So. Ha! Not a rabbit person. I am a rabbit. I'm a rabbit person that's a bird person. My theory is that cats are... What the fuck? What the fuck? The ears are fake. No, I'm a rabbit. I'm a rabbit human. I'm a rabinoid. Rabinoid, that sounds like a Digimon. I like, I like lazy cats that don't care. You know, I like the kind of cats that aren't like constantly trying to get into everything. Which is kind of... Honestly, birds are just cats. So... Birds are just cats. And they will murder things too. The animation is stellar, it really is. It really is. Do you like rats? Yeah, I think rats are good pets. They usually— oh no. Where's your mask, bro? Where's the cats are working the conditioning? Birds will bully the hell out of other birds too. Birds will bully the hell out of everything. Dude, I put my dumb bird in front of a mirror. She thinks it's another bird and she attacks it. She's not very intelligent. I love her dearly, but she's kind of an idiot. She, I used to put her cage outside. Supervised, of course. Supervised. Never leave a bird in a cage outside. Because stuff like snakes can get in there. And birds of prey will just straight up pull up on them. Birds of prey will just pull up on your bird in a cage and they'll just reach right the fuck in there. And yoink! You wouldn't think it's possible, but it is. And there was a hummingbird feeder. There was a hummingbird feeder right there. And Bird Prisoner would go apeshit trying to attack the hummingbirds. Bird Prisoner would go absolutely insane trying to attack the hummingbirds. She's freaking vicious. She's a vicious little murder monster. When I first got my dog, I had Bird Prisoner out. And Bird Prisoner immediately attacked the dog. Bird Prisoner did not fucking hold back. Bird Prisoner dive bombed that dog. Like... stop making the baby cry! Bird Prisoner got them dino senses she does. How long have you had Pippa? Oh... going on 3 years now, maybe? Does Bird Prisoner attack people? It depends. It depends. She can be very sweet. Bird Prisoner can be very sweet. Oh, this is sad. But she really hates feet. So, one thing... I have siblings, right? So one time I went over to a sibling's house. And I had Bird Prisoner. And I sat Bird Prisoner on the floor. And Bird Prisoner hopped along the floor and just started attacking people's feet. She's a little crazy little monster. She fucking hates feet. Hot. Oh my god, I almost fucking died. No! Pippa! Now! Now! Call an ambulance for the ambulance. What the fuck? The blood or the ketchup? Was that blood or was that ketchup? It made ketchup noises. じゃない。The hell even is this movie? So many things are happening so quick. I don't know, man. Shit just happened. We're just along for the ride. Be respectful of my Okama, bro. Pippa. Ah! Damn, I can try to cure disease. Lifestyle is something you have to fix. All anyone can do is their best. I mean, really, what do you want the doctor to say? Oh, you're homeless? Oh, well, you should do this and this. Or, oh, I'll give you a place to stay. I mean, what do you expect the doctor to say? I always hate it when people are like that, you know, and they're cynical over something that, like, somebody else can't even fix anyways. Like, oh, the doctor told me to... Oh, I sprained my ankle and the doctor told me to stay off of it, but I have to work. Yeah, well, how's that the doctor's fault? Like... Yeah, you have to work. Get over it. Stop pushing your problems on other people. Wait, what? I thought the daughter what? I thought the daughter was dead. What? Dog. Shh. I thought his family was on a lot. That's what he said. He said his daughter died. And then his wife followed suit. He lied? He died? Or he thought she died. Genki. He lied, his wife left him because he was a gambling addict. Oh, he admitted to it just before. Oh. Isn't she kind of fat? Is that mean to say? But like, I heard Japan is very like aggressive about like weight. Kind of surprising that she can be a nurse. Cause aren't jobs like that, like nurses and stuff, like aren't they more picky about the appearance of their staff? He wasn't a racer, he was a bicycle shop owner. It's current year, Pippa. Yeah, on Twitter. There are a lot of fat nurses, some got fired for that. Oh, what the fuck? Such a small world though, what the hell? She's more realistically proportioned? Did he steal someone else's story? Think it was just the shop? I mean, Japan is small. I guess it is a lot smaller than, like, the US. Oh. Oh. Ooh. They talk so fast. Holy shit! Damn! Okama-san is kind of a savage. Kinda looked like Crony for a second there. The way the hair stood out. Huh. Dude, not in front of his dead daughter! Yeah, snap, snap. I can't snap. I can't snap. Remember, Jen, it's a guy, you can't. Would that actually be pronounced Geen? Corny, not corny, corny. You can't snap? Can't snap? I can't snap. I can't snap, I'm sorry. I also can't whistle. So why is the leopard print a thing? They don't actually have leopards in Japan, I thought. Huh? I don't understand. Is this just a caveman? Oh. Blame the Dutch? They did in China. Lions and elephants and rhinos and hippos too, long ago. Ah. It really surprised me to find out like where tigers are from. For some reason I always assumed that they were also in Africa. And then I found out no, they're from Asia. And then it suddenly confused the hell out of me why lions and tigers always get paired up and it's like they're nowhere near each other. Geologically, they're so far apart from each other. Why lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Huh? Tigers are in Africa. Tigers are in India and and China, and I think part of the territory expands into like Russia? I didn't think there were tigers in Africa. Chickens too. Chickens. I thought chickens are from like the rainforest. Huh? What the hell's going on in this movie? Africa kind of a big place. Ah, chill. But a lot of it's desert. Oh, that was cute. Her doing like the little spin around. You're the tiger, baby. Tigers are in Eurasia, even Iran, once long ago. There are no tigers in Africa. That's what I thought! Ah, that lady's about to kill herself. Oh, I thought that was just like a background detail. Oh my god. There was this one Tumblr blog I used to follow when I was really depressed, and it was just of people stopping other people from killing themselves. Stop. It was like... Yeah, it's the mother, I guess. You were always depressed. I mean, when I was younger, like, it was just like one thing that really helped. It had like a lot of stories of like people who like jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and survived. And it was just so comforting. So many lucky encounters. It's the luck of the baby. You're gonna smother it. Aww. Aww, he's sad. He's sad. He doesn't want to give up the child. He was enjoying being a mom. That's a lot of fucking mail, bro. I never understood how that happened. How does the one piece of mail get stuck on there to begin with, right? Just push the mail in all the way. After a thorough background check, they're sure that's the mom. Looks like your room, Pippa. You think I bothered to bundle everything up into garbage bags? That's awfully generous of you to assume that. Yo, this guy is like a fucking slime. The way he moves. Both of you to assume I'm that tiny, yeah. I've gotten a lot better. Not a lot better. You know from Peterson, clean your own bro. Huh. She's a fraud. She's gonna kill the baby. She's a fraud. She's gonna sell that baby for drug money. Can I say that? I don't know if I can say that. Ignore it. Scratch that off. That was off record. That was an off record comment. It's good advice. A good place to get your life in order. You don't need to spend money on a book to tell you that stuff. Hey, bitch, what about your shoes, though? What? What? Aw, that's what Mama-kin used to like to say about one of my siblings. Mama-kin doesn't like one of my siblings, so she used to say that she likes to imagine that she was swapped in the hospital as a baby. Twists and turns and tribulations, oh my. They don't even look similar. The photo doesn't even look similar to how they look now. Was it the one who... That wasn't one of my siblings. One of my siblings is, Got a little case of the schizophrenic. She believes the government sent her to cover up the existence of mermaids and stuff. She's a little off the rails. Just a little bit. All in the family. She knows the truth. Well, I explained a lot. Yeah, there's a little bit of mental illness in my family. We're talking to a cartoon, rather. We're not the ones to judge. Everything comes together so perfectly. Shut up, chat. One of these days, we're gonna get a story about how Mamakin made the children knife fight each other for approval in the basement. No. We did fight each other, but it was not for anyone's approval. It was more to... we just did not get along. I think that's crazy. Some people actually trust the government. Horror movie suddenly. Despite all the screaming children, they recognize their own child. Terrifying. What the hell's the point of that? What's the point of that blockade? Nice color difference in their outfits. Oh, I didn't even notice. They're different primary colors. Gin is blue. Okama-san is yellow. Miyuki is red. Oh. Ha! Ha! What the fuck? She playing GTA? Yeah, this is not it. See, why would you steal a baby from a hospital when you can just adopt? Like, that child had a home. Why didn't you just take one of the free ones? Paperwork? Too crazy to adopt? You think their standards are that high when the orphanages are so overfilled? Free babies. She's saying Olson? You can call someone a geezer by just saying Olson? Standards are high. That's one thing I never understood about, like, animal shelters, right? Is some animal shelters complain about... Holy shit. Oh, that baby's fucking dead. Osan is old man. Ah. I guess just the guy's dead. This taxi driver is a bit of a cool dude. Driver's under. Oh no, your vehicle, bro! Aw, taxi, bro. She's gonna jump off the building with that baby. Is this all gonna culminate in her father, the policeman, coming to arrest the woman and being reunited with the daughter? Why can I imagine you stealing babies? Why the fuck would I want to steal a baby? You think I'd be able... Listen, I can't even take care of myself. You think I could... Pivot, don't spoil the ending? To eat it? Shouldn't have stuck your dick in crazy, bro. She's gonna fucking jump. Oh. Don't flip! Why didn't you just adopt? Is it really ruining the baby's life? It's more like ruining the parents' life. I mean, you can die, but don't kill the baby, too. What the hell's your problem? Dumb bitch. Save the baby, let her fall. What if she eats the baby? She could just eat the baby. What? Not daijabu. Not daijabu at all. What? Did God just intervene? This is wild. What the fuck is happening? What if the crossdresser was Jesus all along? Thank you, Jesus. Jesus took the wheel. I'ma toss the wind like a champ. What if the baby is Jesus? Huh? Was that a bunch of money? So many miracles this movie? Yeah, it's kind of like a cartoon, isn't it? I mean, it is a cartoon, but like, you know what I mean. Lottery tickets, ah. It's a winning ticket? Oh. Almost like it's a Christmas movie about Christmas miracles. Oh. It's not cartoon, Pippa, it's anime. Anime is cartoons, stupid. Dozo. I thought you say dozo when you hand something over. I thought you say dozo when like you're handing something. Like pen. Kore wa pen. Dozo. Can also be like go ahead. Ah. And that's just where it ends. Huh? Huh? Reminder that all Miyuki did was introduce her dad to knife culture. What the fuck? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Well, I'm closing that down. Discussion time. Discussion time. Animation? Pretty fucking great. Pretty great. Animation was pretty great. The art style was very interesting to look at. I really liked how, the colors were like very muted. But vibrant, like where it really counted. Like they didn't bother making the movie like pop out. Like the animation is what really popped out, right? It wasn't like the colors. A lot of movies and shows and everything like immediately what comes to mind, right, is like No Game No Life, where like the colors are like what really like carries it. But for this movie, they went really muted with colors. All of the scenes were very muted. And then when there was like a moment where the colors were more saturated and stood out more, it really like drove home the feeling of the coziness, right? So like when they're in the when they're in the assassin's mother's house? Or maybe assassin's wife? I don't remember. Was it? I think she was the mother, right? She was the mother. Yeah, she was a mom. Okay. With her. Oh, it was the wife. What? I thought when she pointed at the photo of him, she said Nino. Huh. Okay. Regardless. You would like Paprika if you like this art style. I don't really like this art style usually. She was both? She was the wife. Okay, so she was the wife. The wife's room was so cozy and like you could really feel the coziness, right? Like everything was so much more saturated and she said he was the father of the kid. It made it that much more impactful. I should put some background music on. Right. Cozy music, copyright free. But that being said, it did suit the movie, right? Just because I don't like that art style normally does not mean it did not suit the movie. And that's what really matters, you know? Because you can like the art style of something, or you can like the animation or whatever, but if it doesn't really fit thematically, then it's kind of like, what's the point, right? But here it really fit. The more realistic art style, it really fit. The exaggerated expressions and everything really helped with the whimsiness of the movie as well. We're watching anime movies now as a weekly thing. I did not plan on it. This was supposed to be our book club replacement for Christmas, and then it kept getting postponed because stuff kept getting scheduled. The real question is, what did Bird Prisoner think about the movie? I think Bird Prisoner liked it. I like the art style because it's something you don't see very often, but still not really my thing. Was used effectively for the animation, exactly. For more like realistic stories, like I mean, it's not really a realistic story, but it's like really realistic thematically. They don't really pull any punches with showing the brutality of life. So the art style really, it really fit. It was a really nice touch. Not every story needs that, I don't think, and there are definitely some anime where the art style also doesn't really fit, but that can also be part of the charm, you know, like Madoka Magica. Part of the whole thing about it is like the art style leads you into thinking this is gonna be something else entirely. And then it hits you with, nope, psych. What you're looking for is grounded. Yeah, grounded. It's a very grounded art style. Still can't get over how well animated it was. I really liked it. It really reminded me of like Don Bluth. It really reminded me of Don Bluth's animations. How Don Bluth's stuff was like, it was more detailed. A bit more on the realistic side. But still like super exaggerated. You know what had a great art style? Land of the Lustrous. Fuck off. Madoka's art style works well for NTR manga. What the fuck? It's like everyone skipped the first scene of Madoka. Because like the introduction to Madoka, this isn't about Madoka, but I'm gonna say the introduction to Madoka feels like it doesn't feel like a psychological fucking horror that the rest of the show ends up being. It feels like, oh, this is like the scary bad sequence, like in Sailor Moon, you have like Queen Beryl and everything. You know? Like it was like the, oh, this is alluding to the bad guys and stuff. Oh. Like unless you knew what was coming, it doesn't hit as hard. Madoka gets better the more you rewatch it. a good show to rewatch. There's a lot of things you don't notice your first watch though. I think Pop Team Epic pulled off the bait and switch better than Madoka. I'd say it does feel like a psychological horror from the get-go. All Studio Shaft shows look like that though. I wonder how you'd interpret Angel's Egg. I don't know what that is. I don't remember Madoka start. Madoka Magica starts with Madoka being in like this very like gray, bleak looking world, and if I remember correctly, she sees Homura standing off in the distance. It's an egg that belongs to an angel. The series with the cute girls that ended up being a zombie apocalypse series was pretty good though. That series made me so fucking sad because the dog dies. School Life Club? I think that's the name of it. Was it just School Live or was it School Life Club? I don't remember. That one, the ending felt kind of... forced. The end, just School Life? Okay, so the ending of School Life felt kind of forced to me. You should watch Welcome to the NHK. I tried watching it on Netflix and it just didn't click with me. Ending was rushed because the manga had not ended. That was so dumb how they just fix everything at the end. I don't even remember that. School Live was a very bad adaptation. Read the manga. I really loved how School Live though, like the intro slowly begins to like warp. The intro begins to like warp and slowly show more of the reality. It was definitely a great premise for a show. Now I feel like if you did it, it would be too obvious. I feel like School Live came out at a good time where it was still like possible to bait and switch people like that, but now it's like, oh yeah, you do something like that. People are so used to it by now. But in regards to Tokyo Godfathers, I feel like the ending there with like Miyuki was kinda... I don't know, I would have liked to see that get resolved, you know? I would have liked to see how Miyuki and her father interacted, and I guess it was time constraints maybe, but like if it just really felt like there was gonna be something there, and there was a lot leading up to it. She stabbed him again, and they just didn't do anything with it, and it just kind of It really reminds me of especially older Christmas movies where everything just works out in the end. Yeah, life doesn't always resolve, but they implied, which is nice, you know. I never understood this either. Half this fucking me talking about reviewing stuff is me complaining about other reviewers. But like, I used to get so annoyed with these anime reviewers and everything, or these movie reviewers where they're like, oh, and everything just works out fine in the end. Well, that's not realistic. And it's like, listen, buddy, fuck you. Not everything has to be realistic, okay? Sometimes you just want a nice little movie that can be well written and still have a happy ending, okay? Listen, just because something has a happy ending doesn't mean it's bad writing. Doesn't mean it's unrealistic. Have you never had a happy moment in your goddamn life? It's a fucking movie, bro. God, I just... Only Hana seemed to not get anything resolved. That's the crossdresser, right? Okama-san? I mean, yeah, there was that whole scene of her, like, making up with her mother, basically. Realism in fiction is a dumb standard, true. No, reality is literally everything going bad constantly. That's why everyone is dead now. Yep. That's why everyone's dead and we're all miserable. That's why I didn't get into Phase Connect and I'm actually still in Phase World. Vibing in my parents' house. Yep. Reviewers are useless. Now review the film for us, Pippi. Conversely, just because it's gritty and realistic doesn't mean it's boring. Oh my god, that too, right? That too, right? Listen. I think it's harder for me to get into something that's gritty and realistic than it is for me to get into something that's like sappy and just has a happy ending. Because like why would I want to subject myself to something that just makes me sad about reality if it's not gonna entertain me? Like if that's the case, if I want to just consume brain junk food, if I just want to consume media junk food, I'd rather read stuff that's happier. Like when I was younger, I used to enjoy like edgy stuff, but then it's like it's edgy. It's not realistic, but it's edgy. You know, like Mahou Shoujo sites. Mahou Shoujo site, it's not realistic. It's gritty. Realistic is for so much. I fucking hate realism. Like, I'm just so burnt out on it. I'm just so fucking burnt out on it, okay? I'm so tired of Western games being fucking hyper-realistic art style. Listen, even if you don't like Genshin, even if I fucking hated Genshin, which I don't, I'm actually getting back into Genshin. I'm starting to enjoy it again. But even if I fucking hated it, I am so grateful for what Genshin Impact has done to the games industry, because now you see all these little projects coming out of the woodworks that are like, oh, Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild contributed to this heavily as well. Actually, probably Breath of the Wild was more influential in this than Genshin Impact necessarily, but I feel like Genshin Impact has drawn more of a consistent following, I guess. Breath of the Wild walked, so Genshin Impact could run. Genshin Impact invented anime games. No, Genshin Impact... I know you're being sarcastic, but it really helped to popularize. It really helped to popularize, like, the cel-shaded style. I'm not saying Genshin Impact invented the style of game, right? Because I played fucking 𝐿𝐻𝐻 before Genshin Impact ever came out. I was waiting for Period Chronicles to come out before Genshin Impact was even a twinkle in fucking MiHoYo's eye. Rest in peace, Period Chronicles. Breath of the Wild flew so Genshin Impact could rip children off. Fair. I'm so fucking grateful to... Wind Waker doesn't exist? Wind Waker didn't help popularize a style, though. Like, Wind Waker is great, and yeah, it's cel-shaded. Again, I'm not saying that, like, these things didn't exist before. Like, again, Period Chronicles was waiting for that shit for so fucking long, and you can go way back, right? You can go way back. No one remembers 𝐿𝐴𝐚𝐬𝐿. 𝐿𝐴𝐚𝐬's not really this kind of style. Stinky 𝐿𝐻𝐻 player. 𝐿𝐻𝐻 fucking sucks now. But anyways. Yeah, nobody liked Wind Waker style when it came out. People like retroactive. That's the thing, right? Everyone fucking hated this style. Everyone fucking hated this style of, like, cel-shaded anime, right? This was like the shitty low-effort style, right? And then Breath of the Wild came out. Everybody fucking loved it. And then Genshin Impact came out. And now it's like the industry standard? Maybe not industry standard, but it's like the new trendy thing. It's the trendy thing. And I'm so fucking grateful. I'm so fucking grateful because I am so sick of the realistic art style. Not everyone hated it. People like cel shading way before Breath of the Wild. Let's be honest. It was not trendy. It was not trendy. People liked cel shaded stuff. Some people. But it was not what any like mainstream markets were being pushed or anything, you know? Borderlands is kind of famous for its style. Like, Borderlands doesn't really have, like... I wouldn't say it's like the equivalent of, like, Genshin or Breath of the Wild, right? Because Borderlands is very... Is it really trendy now? Oh god, yeah, it's trendy. Look at all the indie games and stuff that are coming out. Borderlands was definitely the first big one to push it heavy. I think it's still Borderlands doesn't really have the reach of Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that's a big thing. Bioshock Infinite is not cell shaded. I mean, maybe it has like cell shaded style like shadows or something, but like the actual game itself, it's very detailed. It's very Borderlands follows American comic books, while Breath of the Wild was more watercolor. I think like 𝐂𝐚𝐭 was more watercolor, more painted. I think Breath of the Wild is just more anime, right? I think Breath of the Wild is just more like anime style, more cartoon style. I hate the Overwatch style. I love realistic graphics of CS:GO. Overwatch is also like detailed graphics too, though. Like Overwatch is cartoony and very colorful, but it's still very detailed. It's not a lot of these like flat textures. You know? Wasn't No More Heroes cell shaded? I never played No More Heroes. Overwatch is Pixar. Overwatch is fucking Pixar. That is a perfect description. What do you consider Beautiful Joe? I'm not sure. Hold on. This looks like it's like comic book, right? Beautiful Joe looks like it's comic book style. I mean, it's definitely also cel shaded on the characters themselves. But, so yeah, I'm not saying people didn't like cel-shaded before, but it was not popular. It was not trendy. It was like something that would happen every once in a while. For the longest fucking time, right? The things that have been being pushed, at least in the West, is like Halo, Mass Effect, like CS:GO, fucking Call of Duty, Black Ops, you know, like it is much more realistic style. Like Skyrim, Brown and Bloom, yeah. Dragon Age, Team Fortress 2 is like cartoony, but also much more detailed. Like the character models in Team Fortress 2 are very cartoony, but also like the designs of like the maps and everything seem like it's still meant to be more realistic. What's Skyrim realistic? So I am so grateful to Breath of the Wild and the Genshin Impact for popularizing or making trendy the like cel-shaded anime style. Because now you have games coming out like Craftopia and fuck, my brain is fried. My brain is fried. There's a lot more like self-shaded style games coming out though. The maps are less detailed than Genshin though. Strong disagree. Strong disagree. The maps have nothing in them because they want an open world to have nothing in them. It may just be my game preferences, but I feel like cel shading has always been a thing in anime games, but I don't really feel like that there are that many more. Craftopia Omal, they bought every asset they could find in the the Unity store and threw it in. I believe. See, I disagree, but I am mostly from the MMO sphere, right? I'm mostly from the MMO sphere, and all the anime style games, like, shit's getting knocked over. Anime games weren't necessarily cel-shaded, but they were stylized heavily. It wasn't like these clean graphics. Oh. It wasn't like these cleaner style of graphics, right? Cel-shaded a specific style of coloring, shading, rendering, not the anime style. Cause like Wind Waker isn't really anime, right? It's more like cartoony. Final Fantasy XIV is much more cartoony in style. It's a lot more detailed. It's a lot more detailed. Maple Story 2 was hella cute. Really wish that game was playable. Rest in peace. All I'm saying is I'm happy that there's more games that look like Genshin and less games that look like Terra. Because Terra kinda aged like milk. Terra kinda aged like milk. I'm talking about cel shading, but there's a... Yeah, I guess both. I guess both. But milk ages into cheese. Fair. Cel shading is a pretty rare thing in MMOs, so I can see how it would gain more traction after things like Breath of the Wild and Genshin. Terra always looked funky. Terra was like top of the line graphics for MMOs when it first came out. When Terra first came out, it was like it was a huge deal. Like no MMO had ever looked that good before. Like that was the big thing about Terra. That was like if you weren't around for it, you would never know. You would never know. But when Terra came out, it was a really big deal. It was a really big deal. Like you had all these channels going on, all these game reviewers going on about how like this was like the defining MMO in terms of graphics. Elion's already shutting down, I think. They're already closing down some of the servers for Elion, and I think they're disabling some of like the cash shop stuff. Yeah, Elion's already fucking dead. Realistic styles tend to age badly, I agree. Elion was dead in Korea before it released in the West? Amazing. How is Genshin actually played though? Like a mobile game? Which is what it is. I played it back then, but I didn't watch MMO people. They were literally gambling on the West saving it. Oh, I could have done a lot better to make the West save that game. They could have done a lot better in order to save Elion. First of all, they should have sponsored me, right? First of all, fuck you, Elion. You should have sponsored me to play your game. You should have sponsored me, and then you should have listened to me, and you should add a bunch of PvP. No gear equalization. No gear equalization. Lots of PvP. And streamline the storyline. I don't like story in my MMOs. Pippa MMO sponsored review win. I'll sponsor you. Elion screwed up big time. It really did. Also, this might sound bad. This might sound bad, right? But like, why didn't you put lolis in? Like, why didn't you put lolis in your game? Like, you know the most popular part about Terra? You know the most popular race in Terra that sells like the most amount of clothing items? And managed to attract a huge community of artists to your game for quite some time? Because people just really liked the lolis? Elion, why did you not put lolis in your game? unironically killed it, they bit the hand that feeds. Unironically, if they had put lolis in that game, it would have done a lot better. You know, that's also the reason I don't, I stopped playing Sword of Legends. Because I was waiting for the loli race to come out. I was waiting for the loli race to come out in Sword of Legends. Because why would I want to play like... Why would I want to play like a grown-ass woman, right? I want to be a cute little girl and dress up in cute clothes. VI has entered the chat. They're more fun to customize. I love putting animal ears on them and everything. Can have my own Mii-chan. So fucking dumb. Like, what? I just don't understand, like, what? Yeah, even Final Fantasy XIV has a loli race. Come on. Come on. Final Fantasy XIV's loli race doesn't really... Not really into it. It's more like a toddler. Final Fantasy XIV's loli race is more like a toddler. I like the, like... There's no way I can say this without you guys, like, clipping it. There's no way I can say this without you guys clipping it. No. Like Ellen's, right? Like Ellen's, you know? I'm hovering the cliff. Like Ellen's. I think loli races in video games are better when they're more like Ellen's and less like Lalafell. Lalafell are more like Keebler elves? Oh my god, yes they are. Dude, Lalafells are like the fucking Keebler elves. And Ellen's are like cute. Genshin Impact has good lolis. They should put... Like, I don't understand, right? Like, why did Elion... Like, what the fuck were they thinking, right? What the fuck were they thinking? Not putting any sort of loli race in the game, right? Like, you look at Blade and Soul, and it's like, this game... Listen, if Blade and Soul didn't have Lins, I bet it would be fucking dead. I guarantee if Blade and Soul didn't have Lins and didn't have, like, its exaggerated sexy art style for the adult characters, you just fucking know, like, that game would be dead. Blade and Soul survives on its lolis and on its very unique art style that's not afraid to be sexy. And I'm sorry, but I like my video games sexy. I can't say that on Twitter. I can't say that on Twitter, but I'm gonna say it here. I like my video games to be sexy. I like having something nice to look at. I don't like my female characters having leg hair. What did I walk in on? Me complaining about video games. You must really like World of Warcraft? Though World of Warcraft is kinda ugly for the most part. I like Draenei. I like the Draenei. You should watch the Blade and Soul anime. It's very bad. No thank you. MMOs are just escapist fantasy. They should be the apex of cute and sexy. They should. They should. I think it gets to a point where it's kind of tasteless, right? When it's all style and there's no substance, you end up with stuff like Scarlet Blade, right? Is that what that game was called? Scarlet Blade? Hold on. Where it was like, it's like a sci-fi game, and it was just like sexy outfits. There was like nothing to it. The gameplay and everything was trash. Like at that point, like if it's not a good MMO, then having the ugly and having the nice races and stuff isn't gonna save you. You know, making your game sexy isn't gonna. I'm gonna put like some screenshots on stream. Like, this was just tasteless to me. This was just tasteless. They tried so hard to make it sexy that it loops back around to being not sexy. You can't just show a bunch of skin. You can't just show a bunch of skin and be like, yeah, that's sexy. You can't. I'm sorry. It's not how this works. I mean, I'm sure it's how it works for some people. But like, you have to have a good game. You have to have a good base game. But your characters look like fucking... Dude, your characters look like when I go on like fucking Nexus mods. Alright? And there's like the not safe for work stuff, right? This looks like the fucking like Nexus mod shit, right? This does not look like... This is not... Nah, I would not like actively play this. I would not like pay money into something like this, right? This looks so fucking ugly. It tries way too hard to be sexy. I've seen better Skyrim mods. Futuristic skin suit over just random borderline nudity. Current doll mod? Oh no. God, what about Ion? I don't really know that much about Ion. All I remember from Ion was like the scandal about the moderators. There was some scandal about the moderators for Ion, and that's like all I remember. And I barely even remember that. Ion looks alright. Ion looks like this, but like... a bit more classy. But only a little bit. Like, only a little bit better. Very pretty wings with fly lasted a good week before everyone quit Ion. Warframe has no skin, but I think they're sexy. That's the thing, right? Is good character design. Like, good sexy design doesn't need you to show a lot of skin, right? Like, there's quite a few outfits in Blade and Soul that they actually cover quite a bit, but it's still sexy. Like, the art designer from Blade and Soul is fucking fantastic. Or the art director. I really liked Blade and Soul's art style. I wish more games would go this more stylistic approach. Their bodysuits in Blade and Soul? True. I think that's one thing Korean MMOs do better. Korean MMOs... Yes, they're a grind fest. Oh my god, Black Desert has some very sexy outfits. Sorry. Korean MMOs just do sexy better than anyone else. Like, I'm sorry. Korean MMOs have just mastered the art of sexy. That's just how it is. Korean MMOs know how to do fan service. They do. I'm sorry. Western MMOs will just never... They just cannot compete. They just cannot compete. Japanese MMOs, well, those don't even exist, so... But does Black Desert have lolis too? Black Desert does have lolis. They're not really... See, I'm really biased towards, like, animal-eared lolis, right? And I guess, like, there's some headband items in Black Desert. But, the loli in Black Desert is more like Lalafell territory. It's called the Shy. Shy aren't sexualized at all. No, Shy appeal to, like, I guess more like me, you know? Like, people that really like Lolita fashion and everything. Shy is like a doll you play dress up with. Shy are, like, all their outfits and everything. It's like... I really like how they did the Shy. It's like a class for girls, okay? Like, don't fucking cancel me on Twitter, right? But it's like a class for girls. It's like a lot of the outfits and everything are very cute. It's like a lot of adorable dresses. It's a healer class. It's actually kind of useless, but Like, I like Shy, you know? It appeals to my more feminine side, you know? I'm actually a Valkyrie main, but... I'm actually a Valkyrie main, so listen, don't wearing a $1,200, listen, don't cancel me. Don't cancel me. Listen, I am a girl, and I main Valkyrie. I mained Witch for a while, which is also a kind of a girl class, but... But Shy is like, Shy is for like... It's like children, you know? It's like a baby doll almost, you know? You dress her up in cute outfits. Shy is... Can I find like some nice in-game stuff? Wait, you're a girl? She's like a little bard. I mean, this is a promotional image, but honestly, Black Desert's one of those games where I think they take the promotional images in the actual game itself. So this is Shy in-game, well, in a promotional art. But this is pretty much what she looks like in-game too. The game's very good with its graphics. There's only guys online? Ah. It's adorable. The outfit's very safe for work. It's very wholesome. Kinda realistic for a loli, no? Kinda. Black Desert is more realistic in its art style. Which is kind of a shame. It's kind of something that put me off Black Desert for a while. As I didn't like the more realistic style, but they managed to handle it pretty well. The game hasn't aged like milk. For all this time I thought Pippa was President Tyrone of Kekistan when he's on vacation. Thrown out my secret identity. What game? Black Desert Online. But Ellen are part of like a different... Shy and Lalafell are in kind of like the same vein, you know, where they're kind of like baby dolls. That like you dress up in cute clothes and everything, you know? But like, Ellen and Lynn are more like... They're more like typical anime loli, you know? Isn't BDO the game with the race that wears bondage gear? I mean, that sounds like something that would be in BDO. I don't really know what bondage gear looks like. AKA the game, that's just the character creator. One thing that annoys me about Black Desert, like everyone talks about how good character creation is in Black Desert, right? But like... the hairstyles are so fucking limited! The hairstyles are so fucking limited in Black Desert. Video does some smart thing with colors and lights that makes it not boring. Dude, the fucking lighting in Black Desert is amazing. The fucking lighting in Black Desert is so good. Like, Black Desert, like, look at this. This is an in-game screenshot. On a fucking character in an environment. Like, I hate it so much when people like take screenshots of environments and are like, oh my god, look at how beautiful the environment is. Yeah, but how does the character look in the environment, right? Like, this looks like it's like an NPC or something, like meant to be inside the environment. A lot of games can't do that. A lot of games cannot do that. You know? Like, with a lot of I mean, I guess with a lot of, like, single-player games, now they can do that, yes. But, like, MMOs? MMOs have, like, the worst fucking lighting. MMOs have the worst fucking lighting, okay? And that's why you end up with shit like Reshade for Final Fantasy XIV. Is MMO night still a thing in 2022? I'd like for it to be. You sure this isn't cherry picked? No, because I have dozens of screenshots that look exactly like that. My only complaint with Black Desert is that the hair can look a little strange. There used to be this very bad problem of the hair just glowing in general. but they have since fixed that. BDO is the one with PvP everywhere. Yes, BDO is the one where if you're standing there crafting, you might just get some asshole that pulls up on you and is like, yep, fuck you. Someone said kind of muddy textures, and I don't think the textures are muddy. I'm not like the best judge of textures and stuff, but like, you gotta remember, this is a fucking MMO too, and it looks this good. MMOs never look this good. I can't even think of another MMO that does it this well. Maybe now there is. Maybe Lost Ark. Lost Ark can look pretty good, I guess. It looks so fucking good to me. And I am such a sucker for metal. I am such a sucker. Dude, my type, right? In games. I really fucking love like the battle maid aesthetic. I really love like the paladin with like the cape, or like clerics where it's like mostly light armor and then they have like the metal accents, the armor accents. I fucking love that. But the problem is it looks fucking awful in most MMOs. It looks fucking awful in most MMOs. It is my favorite aesthetic, but armor, for some fucking reason, right? MMO armor is shit. MMO armor is complete shit. You have to play Soldier Soul, not an MMO though? I will look into it. You got money for Oblivion Horse armor? Fuck you. Like, it's about the lighting, right? Like, there's something about like real metal where like the light bounces off of it and it creates like this beautiful glistening effect, you know? And like the way real armor moves. And then you play an MMO and it is the most disappointing fucking thing. You play an MMO, it is the most disappointing fucking thing. Armor is stiff. It doesn't move for shit. There is like sure, you're not a magpie, fuck off. It doesn't have any life to it, you know? It doesn't have any life to it in MMOs. What about bikini armor, Pippa? I like bikini armor. Listen, all these fucking people. Oh, bikini armor is not realistic. Oh, how would you use bikini? Oh my god, her vital organs are exposed. Shut the fuck up. I'm playing a goddamn MMO, okay? You think it's realistic that my character is like a fucking 12-year-old running around with a fucking claymore? Huh? You think claymores are realistic to begin with? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You think these heavy swords are realistic? Are you fucking brain damaged? Do you know nothing about how much like this shit actually weighs? Are you actually brain damaged? Oh yeah, bikini armor is what's realistic here. Not this fucking sword that likely weighs like 150 pounds. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. That makes perfect sense. Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, dual wielding. That's realistic. You are so fucking stupid. Oh my god. Nice job cherry picking to fit your fucking narrative. Jesus fucking Christ, sorry. Oh my god. Anonymous, thank you for becoming a big peepee. Or the archer that never runs out of arrows. Yeah. Oh wow. You know what would make this fucking MMO so much better? How about like if the quivers, you know, a character can't have long hair because the hair would get caught in the bows. In the fucking quiver, right? You have your quiver on your back and you reach and you pull out an arrow, right? How come I can tumble roll? How come I can tumble roll while I have a quiver on my back? Wouldn't all my arrows just fall out? Wouldn't my arrows fall out and snap and break? What? Yeah, bikini armor is unrealistic. Who cares about all the dragons, gods, magic, and strange races? I can understand that, you know? Like, if you're like, oh yeah, well I mean like Dark Souls has it, but it's still like more realistic, you know. Dark Souls doesn't have like bikini armor, whatever. If your issue is with the equipment and the practicality of like the equipment and how it's immersion breaking, there are so many other things to take issue with. There are so many other things to take issue with. And let's not pretend for a goddamn moment that everyone back in fucking medieval times and during throughout history has been perfectly armored. Let's not pretend. Let's just pretend that like even during modern times, right? Let's just pretend that, oh yeah, during modern times, why don't soldiers just cover themselves up entirely with bulletproof clothing, you know? Why don't soldiers just entirely clad themselves in like bulletproof, like what like you can have a bulletproof vest, right? Well, bullet resistant. You have a bullet resistant vest. You know, why don't soldiers just have like clothing that's like padded to all hell like that? Oh, right, because it's fucking expensive and it can be impractical. And it's just like, what? How about the military uniforms that are entirely made out of cloth? Have you considered that maybe the appeal of the bikini armor really just is fashion? Is it that surreal to you that during fucking war, sometimes military uniforms serve no tactical advantage and they are entirely cosmetic? That's just literally how it is. That's just literally how it is in the real fucking world, is throughout history. You know, some fucking military uniforms are just aesthetic. It's just a way to recognize your comrades and everything, like... serves no tactical advantage, no. Are we gonna pretend that the red coats... Are we gonna pretend the fucking red coat, the uniform? Was that... like that was for anything other than fashion. But you're losing your shit at this bikini armor. Man, fuck off. Fuck off. Hugo Boss made some very stylish military uniforms. Yeah, let's not pretend that a certain military didn't commission a fucking fashion designer. Okay? Like, Jesus Christ. The red would hide how bad they are bleeding. Was that the purpose? To be fair, people wore red coats back when war was just standing in an open field blasting at each other. I mean, what the fuck are MMOs? You're standing in a field whacking other people. What are MMOs? Listen, this shit isn't Assassin's Creed. This isn't Assassin's Creed. You're not like lurking around from the fucking shadows. Wear all the goddamn bikini armor you want. You're fucking standing out on the field wailing on a fucking dragon. Pippa, did you know the Australian Navy pays for breast implants? What the fuck? Lol, no, red is just a scary color. It goes back to the Romans as the god of war was associated with... Well, there you fucking go. That's a neat little tidbit. Thank you, JT Getterman. God, I just... As an MMO player, it just drives me fucking insane. It just drives me fucking insane. And it's like, if you guys don't... Like, if companies don't want to do it, we'll do it ourselves, right? Like, there's this other streamer. There's another streamer, I'm not gonna name names, but he was talking about Ellens. He's talking about Ellens, right? And how, oh, boo-hoo, Ellens got censored. People complaining that they're gonna go and pirate the fucking, Korean version of the game. No, we're fucking not. No, we're fucking not. You know what we did? You know what we did when Ellens got censored? We downloaded a patch. We just downloaded a fucking patch that changed the cosmetics of the characters. We will do it ourselves. We will do it ourselves. And the fact... Yeah, we patched out the censorship, literally. The fact that, like, people get mad. They're like, no, nobody cares that much about this. Oh, it's only a small minority. Well, it's a big enough of a minority for people to develop their own mods and patches. So all I'm saying, man, all I'm fucking saying. Downloaded the loot patch. It wasn't even a loot patch. There were people that downloaded mods that like made the characters nude entirely. But that's kind of weird to me. Like, why would you want all the characters running around entirely naked? It's a small minority because anyone who wants that is evil? Decensoring the game is evil? The characters weren't nude. And bikini armors are also not evil. Nude is weird, but bikini armor totally okay. Your boundary is confusing. Listen, I'm not saying nude should be banned. I'm just saying nude is weird. Like, dressing up your character is half the fun, right? So why would you want your character being completely naked? Talking about loot patch, remember the hot coffee controversy in GTA 3 and how it was something you had to enter the source code and alter to access it? Oh my god, the thing that lets you have like a sex scene or something in GTA? For roleplay reasons, Pippa? Oh no. It was GTA San Andreas. Conan had full nudity. I remember that being a marketing bullet point. Man, I just don't understand what's wrong with sex in games. I don't know, like, I can understand drawing the line, I guess. I like the loli stuff, right? Like, I can understand why somebody would be uncomfortable with, like, scantily clad lolis. Okay, I can understand. But, like, sexy adult characters? Sexy adult characters? Why? Are adults not allowed to be sexy? Man, I just... Like, the fucking Genshin censorship. The fucking Genshin censorship. I think, listen, the redesigns have kind of grown on me. You know, I kind of like the jean outfit. It looks a bit more, it suits my taste more personally. I understand why a lot of people like the Rosaria outfit more. But I'm not for the censorship of my games. I'm not for game censorship. And the people... Will the VOD stay up, need a nap? I don't know. And the people that are happy because they don't want the characters to be sexy to begin with, it's like, man, I hope you fucking quit video games. I hope you get chased out. I hope you get so... Not like I don't hope a fucking mob attacks you or whatever. But I hope that, like, you keep seeing sexy characters in video games and you're like, no, women can't be sexy. And I hope you fucking quit. Be gone, thought. Be gone. Sadly, they are not getting chased out. For some reason, the fucking West keeps fucking pandering. Keeps fucking censoring games and... With Genshin, it's nice. With Genshin, they were fulfilling obligations of where the game is published. And for the West, they made it optional outfits. It's optional outfits, which is very nice. They didn't force it on us, they just made it optional because it's something they had to do anyways. And that's nice. I'd actually say I'd prefer that to like how Azure Lane does it. Genshin isn't the West though, no, but a lot of Western companies, like again the publishers of Terra, did censor the game. Lost Ark is getting censored. Lost Ark, they took out fucking intimacy with the characters for some reason. They said it's just a glitch, but it's like, come on, how do you lose an entire feature of the game for multiple characters? And then they censored, I think, the outfit. They censored the outfits for the marketing materials, and they're like, no, don't worry, bro. Don't worry, the marketing materials are different from what you're actually buying. In which case, what the fuck do you mean the marketing materials are different from what you're buying? What do you mean the marketing material? What? Oh, you mean so I'm getting something different that's on the pack than what's on the package? Like, that's also not a good answer. What the fuck? And then what else? What else? Lost Ark also censored something. Oh, World of Warcraft censoring all of like the paintings of women and replacing them with fruit. Like, Jesus Christ. Didn't Mass Effect Legendary censor some stuff too? I don't remember. McCree does it again. Yeah, McCree got changed to cat. I can understand that one. I can understand that one. I don't agree with it because I think it was just like, it's a fucking game character, you know? Who cares? Like, no, I didn't even know about the Jesse McCree that inspired the name of Jesse McCree, the Overwatch character. Okay, I had no fucking idea. But I do understand why the staff would want to do that, you know? Because they're the ones that actually had to interact with that guy. They're the ones that are working on the game and that constantly, like, see a character named Jesse McCree, and it's like, ah, shit, that was our last... That was that fucking guy from the fucking head department. That guy was a total weirdo. Oh god, did you hear what he did to Jessica or whatever, you know? I can understand that. I can understand that. You know, that's like... You having to deal with that, like having to see that and be reminded of that. I understand why the devs would be uncomfortable. I still think it was dumb, but... They censored the flirting lines. I saw somebody that would... Did they remove the flirt lines? I don't think so. Pippa, I can't remember if you've answered so before, but would you consider yourself a thigh person? Yes, I'm a thigh person. What the fuck? Oh, they're probably jealous McCree got to go on my cubicle crawls in the... Oh my god. They did remove the flirt lines? Wait, what? They removed the flirting lines for Resident Evil 4 VR. What the fuck? They removed a ton of flirt and joke lines in WoW, as well as the spit emote. What the fuck? So cringe. So cringe. Going so over the top. As if doing any of this actually does literally anything other than be a giant cope. The spit emote was removed entirely as it did at Asmongold, you think so? Another dead pixel? There's no way there's another dead pixel. Leave me alone, chat. Again, no more sexism. The speed emote was removed because players were spitting at the whales buying skins. Well, I mean, whales should get spit at. Why are they stopping people from enacting their freedom of speech? Listen, I thought capitalism was bad. I thought Blizzard, I thought capitalism was bad. Listen, this is just listen. It's just the people rising up, you know? Yay! Yes, the spit mount was removed because Asmon asked people to spit on the mount. Spit on mounts, but player. Cash up mounts. Yeah. Yep, cuddly. Also, thank you for becoming a big PP. The whales on Twitter were offended. Different kind of whale, I imagine. It's for the money. It makes no sense to even bother with the people who ask changes and don't even play these games. It has to be about demoralization. It's incredible how much Blizzard hates that guy. Dude, Asmongold is fucking awesome, okay? I don't always agree with the stuff Asmongold says. I don't always agree with Asmongold, right? I think 𝐿𝐴𝐷 is a little too apathetic with a lot of things. But I really like the guy. And I really like that he's humble. I really wish more... I really wish more content creators were like 𝐴𝐷. In the sense of not feeling the need to buy super fancy houses. Not feeling the need to go over the top buying shit. You know, 𝐴𝐷 is a very simple and humble dude. And he's still got all the same friends he's had since he was young. And I think that really says something. You're gonna marry him, Pippa, what the fuck? How can you not like him? He's a millionaire who lives in a hut in the middle of nowhere. No, he lives in Texas, which is where I want to move. I don't watch those types, so I couldn't care less, to be honest. But, yeah, so the fact that, like, Blizzard hates Asmongold, it's like, what the hell? Pippa dreams of Texas, Asmongold, and Watame. It's like... True foreigner, true. It's like Asmongold is not an asshole. Okay? Asmongold is not an asshole. I could understand Blizzard not liking Asmongold if he behaved like 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭. Which I also like 𝐒𝐡𝐿, but... But I could understand Blizzard not liking 𝐴𝐷 if he acted like 𝐒𝐡𝐿, right? But 𝐴𝐷 is extremely humble. 𝐴𝐷 is extremely humble, and he's willing to sit down and like talk and explain his points of views on things. And willing to listen to like the other side of things. So it just absolutely baffles my mind. It just absolutely baffles my mind that Blizzard would shit on him. 𝐴𝐷 is just a regular guy. He's a regular guy. But Pippa, how will this help us sell more copies of Tokyo Godfathers? Blizzard devs are so smug that they take any criticism of their content as a personal insult. I speak from experience. They take no input and think that you'll just like what they give you because... You not have phones? You guys not have phones? Blizzard hates their fans. I believe it. Why Texas, though? Well, first of all, the taxes. Taxes are a lot cheaper in Texas. No income tax. And, land is cheaper. The laws are really relaxed. It's always... not always sunny, but it's very sunny and very warm. So if I wanted to get, like, a pool or something... I really like swimming. I'm not good at swimming, but... There's a lot of benefits to Texas. I remember years ago trying to get feedback to Blizzard over StarCraft 2, and it was unhelpful. I'll be the pariah and say that apparently Diablo Immortal was a really good game. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You don't talk to your audience like that. You don't talk to your audience like that. You just don't. You do not take a hostile approach to the people that keep you afloat. This was at BlizzCon. This was at BlizzCon. Blizzard's official convention where the most dedicated of fans show up to support your company. They probably only like 1 or 2 games. But they are so passionate. Imagine going to fucking like PAX. Alright, imagine going to PAX East for 1 fucking game. Imagine going to Comic-Con because you only like Spider-Man. Paying out all that money, flying all the way across the country. And showing up just to support the creator of the thing that you enjoy. Because not really anything happened at BlizzCon, right? Nothing really happened at a BlizzCon, you know? It's not like you got, like, great goodies or something. it's not like you got great exclusive items. It's not like you got the fucking... Like, sometimes there were, like, playtests for, like, next patches of games or next heroes of Overwatch, that kind of shit. And there were, like, the cosplayers walking around. But, like, is that really worth dumping, like, minimum $1,000 to go fucking attend this event? Because you gotta pay for your hotel, you gotta pay for transportation to the event, you gotta pay for your flight if you live far away, you gotta pay for your fucking food, you gotta pay for the ticket, okay? Like, it's expensive. It's expensive. And you're really not getting your money's worth unless you're really passionate about this company and the shit that they put out. BlizzCon was never worth it, no. So, to then go on stage and to present to the most dedicated fans you have. The most dedicated fans you have. And you know, what they really want is another main title Diablo game. You know what they really want is the next installment of the Diablo franchise. And you walk up on stage and you announce that it's a mobile game, the crowd is booing, the crowd is upset, and you make a malicious remark to them. You say, "Don't you guys have phones?" You have the gall to act as though the audience are ungrateful? You're the one who's supposed to be grateful to them. I, as the streamer, am supposed to be grateful to you guys. You're not supposed to be grateful for me. I'm supposed to be grateful for you guys. You guys come and support me. You guys join my membership. If I had a merch, some of you would buy merch. When I play games, you guys are the ones that pop into the games and everything, okay? You guys are the ones that support me. I am supposed to be grateful to you. This is not the other way around. Blizzard treats their fans like they're fucking pests. Blizzard treats their fans like they're these fucking, like, children that wandered into daddy's workplace and daddy says, no, go away, I'm busy, I'm doing stuff. And the child's like, but you promised to play with me. And fucking daddy says, no. Yes, I promised, but goodbye. I have money to make. This is just... Blizzard is so fucking hostile to their fans. They are so hostile to their fans. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Listen, I understand. Listen. A lot of people give, like, what's the word? People who are like, you're adopted. people who are like fans of specific brands, right? Fanboys, I guess. There's a specific word, I can't think of it. God, but like, you have like Nintentards, right? You know, you have the people that are like Nintendo fanboys that love everything that comes out. Okay, at least Nintendo like treats their fans. Brand loyalists? Yeah, brand loyalists. Okay, like at least like a fucking Nintoddlers? Okay, Nintoddlers. At least, like, Nintendo doesn't completely fucking hate their fans, right? Like, I'm not saying Nintendo's, like, a good company. I'm not saying Nintendo's, like, this great company that's, like, so... does anything for their fans or whatever. You know, they're very much a business, and they very much rip us off. Right? Like the fucking DLC for Animal Crossing. Being behind, like, a $40 paywall. And it's a subscription. But... at least Nintendo will just say that nothing is coming, right? Nintendo will be like, yeah, there's not another console? No, we're not coming out with another console. And then maybe they'll release it. You know, maybe they'll release, like, the new update for the DS. Okay? I'll be like, no, it's not gonna happen. Oh, and then it happened, right? They don't fucking cock tease their fans and lead them along like, maybe. Maybe. Joy-Con drift? Imagine if Nintendo was like, yeah, Joy-Con drift is actually your fault. Imagine Nintendo was like, yeah, Joy-Con drift is your fault. That's not on us. Okay? Like, Nintendo might be an absentee parent, but like, at least... at least they're not a fucking malicious asshole. Yes, they do. Metroid Federation Force? Oh, I don't know about that one. But Blizzard. They did say that. When did Nintendo say Joy-Con drift is your fault? I thought they made a statement that it's like a hardware limitation or something. They didn't do anything with the drifts because of the lawsuits? Ah. Did you read the stories about Blizzard employees stealing mommy milk? I did. Blizzard... They said it wasn't real, though. Nintendo said Joy-Con drift isn't real. What? I don't remember this. I'd have to look this up. Alright, but what if you try to do a fan game? Nintendo will sue you. Listen, I know that's not very based on Nintendo, but what they're doing is just abiding by the Japanese copyright laws. Or Japanese trademark laws, right? Like, in order to protect your trademarks, you have to enforce them. And some companies are not willing to take any chances. Sega's very good about that, right? Like, Sega encourages fan games, and Sega will, like, hire fan game developers. Realistically, it's not in Sega's best interest to do that. They're just being very kind. But Nintendo is just doing what they're supposed to, basically. Nintendo is ridiculously overprotective of its IPs. Trademarks are different from copyrights. I get them so fucking confused, but I remember I did quite a bit of looking into this at one point. They're also Japanese and American Sega. Different companies. Sega loves their fans if they got so many feedback. Sega does what Nintendo don't. They say that if you name your child Mario, you'll get sued by Nintendo. I don't believe that. You can't even stream Nintendo games outside of their partner program? Streaming is more of like a culture thing. I do think Nintendo's too strict. I'm not defending Nintendo. I am not a Nintendo fanboy or anything. Have you met a Mario? I don't know. I don't meet very many people. I'm not a Nintendo fan, right? I'm just saying Nintendo's nicer than Blizzard. Nintendo is a lot nicer than Blizzard, okay? Because Nintendo's just not actively an asshole. Blizzard is like, oh, you're not kissing our ass? You're not kissing our ass? Well, time to make your life hell, kiddo. Oh, you said something we disagree with? Banned. Blizzard is a low bar, to be honest. But Blizzard is fucking huge. Nintendo is brutally honest. I don't think Nintendo is honest. I would not put that word in there. Nintendo is an absentee parent. I don't know if they're... Blizzard is a small indie company. Please no bullying. Ew. You guys have phones, right? Blizzard is abusive while Nintendo is negligent. Nintendo is brutally self-serving, but they aren't malicious. That, Stalgando, that is a very good way to put that. Nintendo is brutally self-serving, but they aren't malicious. That is a very, very good way to put that. Blizzard is an a-hole to their employees. Nintendo's an a-hole to... Nintendo is a hard ass that knows how to end their fan bases. You guys heard the news of the PlayStation Network VP? They suppressed them really hard. I did not. Nintendo is like true capitalism. They protect their brands, but they care about money and will give the fans what they want. Can we talk about good game companies? Are there any left? Xseed is pretty good. I think 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭 is pretty good. They're not huge, but 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭 is the company that makes the Harvest Moon remakes. 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭 is the company that originally did the Harvest Moon games, and now they do Story of Seasons. And I like them. I like them. They're very... 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭 is very chill. And they put a... Marvelous, yeah. They put a lot of work in their games. They're like... For being such a small company compared to like how big like the Harvest Moon name was. Capcom and Namco Bandai have redemption arc in the recent years. To be fair for the big company, I still have such a sour taste in my mouth from DMC Devil May Cry. It's gonna take a lot. Band-Aid. it's gonna take a lot. Valve is legitimately doing the impossible task of moving gaming away from Windows and to Linux. Oh, are they? Atlas? I don't know much about Atlas. They're the ones that make Persona, right? Capcom didn't develop DMC? Didn't they commission it? DMC Devil May Cry was like a commission thing, and I guess like the people that made it hated the original Devil May Cry. Yes, Persona and only that. FromSoft is okay? I don't remember what FromSoft did. What did they make? Right! Suddenly the room is illuminated. Oh, Demon Souls? Oh, Dark Souls! Oh. And Sekiro and Elden Ring. I still have not played Sekiro. I've been meaning to. I've been meaning to play Sekiro. It's too bright. I know. I can see the trash everywhere now. Turn the lights down. Stretch. God, I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. And I've had so much pain in my teeth, I know they're gonna tell me I need a root canal on the one. I know they're gonna tell me I need to have a root canal. I was so hoping I'd be done. I thought this is my last dentist appointment. This is gonna fill up the last few cavities and then I'm done. Do you use mouthwash? No, I've been meaning to pick some up. You only need like 4 teeth to chew food. Oh my god. Why do anime girls always need dental work? Gotta keep our teeth sparkly. The more you let it last, the worse it'll be. This was like the soonest appointment that they had, so... Brush teeth, bunny. Hope your appointment goes well. Thank you so much, JL710. Thank you for the 1337. Anime girls are all British. Oh my god. Never had a cavity in my life? Mouthwash is heaven. Man. Chew sugarless gum. It works, I swear. It's getting rough to get dental work scheduled. It is. Things are very... Use fluoride. You can't make me use fluoride. Hoping the tooth arc is almost over. Good luck. I hope so. Zatsudan stream while you're at the dentist. No, what the hell? I don't think they would want that. Any doctor's appointment, really? Yeah. I probably should wrap it up here. Man, I was supposed to talk about Tokyo Godfathers, and then you guys got me talking about fucking video games. Instant derailment. Instant derailment. You sons of bitches. Great film, by the way. Yeah, it was a good movie. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Video games, 0 out of 10. Fucking hate video games, but also 10 out of 10. Fucking love video games. Such bullshit. You're blaming us, I'm blaming you guys. Good movie, have fun. I'm glad, I'm glad. Instant tangent, just add Pippa. Would recommend. I don't know if I'd recommend this super freely, you know? I don't know. I feel like I could recommend Tokyo Godfather to like a more normie audience. Surprisingly. Like I could see Tokyo Godfather being something that like if it has a dubbed version, I could put it on. And I think it's something like my parents might be like, "Oh, is this like one of them Disney movies? Is this like an old Disney movie or something, right?" But like with But like with audiences that are super into anime, I don't know. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 stuff puts off friends. I feel like some of the language and stuff used might be a bit too aggressive for modern audiences. Animal Friend Part 2, thank you so much for the $5. F video games, also watch Perfect Blue, same director. Next, it's about idols and parasocials. I've watched Perfect Blue. I actually really like it. It's odd because there are some really sordid things in the movie. Satoshi Kon's most tame film. What the hell? What else did he make? It's a good gateway. It's a much more accessible anime for sure. Watch Cars 2. No. Alright, I'm gonna end it off here. Thank you guys. Millennium, Actress, and Paprika. I will check them out. Maybe we'll do a watch along, I don't know. He made Perfect Blue? I feel like Perfect Blue was more tame than this. It was just a yab in a different direction. Save some ether for us to— what the fuck? What's a cringe? Mana Wars, GK Lorac, Waisu, Aegis, Bingo Panic, Mantarok, Disordered Online Decorating Association, Bored Undead, Crocodile, Rama Rancher, Blank, Parakami, A-Dog, Zincro, Oddwin, Good, Animal Friend Part 2, Nick Tugu, Rant, Freedom Extremist, Zenmar, Jail710, Dal Twist, Magopado, Gregory Smirnov, Zero, Forbosag Bagged, Berserk Rage, Mr. Mannequin, Selfmud Senior, Bit Samui, Scales Tipper, Tamamo Respector, Rydian, Dylan, Denied, Gaushog, very nice name, Stelgando, John Garrison, thank you for the $5. Paprika, yes, okay, Paprika, yes. This is the one that inspired Inception, right? Inception was inspired by Paprika, I think. Moon Berserker, MCL, Karen the Befriender, Ozone, Mr. Takis, Forerunner, Krampus, A-Dog, Ozone, Carlos Sanchez, Moon Berserker, James Boney, Cahiento Amos, Zeno Xavier, Connie Me, Cuddly Kitty Cat, Frank Cabano, Vash, Zerarik, Jessica, Beef Pie, sweet dreams to you guys too! Sleep out, please say a good night, Pakidoro. Fusion Joff, Joff? I don't know. Hello, did I miss something on stream? Yeah, I was shit-talking you, A-Dog. Wow, man, that A-Dog guy sure is a punk. Wow. Daniel Holson, Consley, Convery, good night, good night, good night. Sleep well, sleep well. Good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If I surprise the dentist with a knife. Carlos Alvarez, good night. Good night. Sleep well, everyone. If I survive the dentist. Good night.